All right, so camera work's probably gonna be a little shaky on this little video because I'm using my phone. I do have my GoPro, but I was gonna do kind of a short video. I've been real busy with work and stuff, and I've been hiking a lot lately, and I've been working on different vehicles. So as y'all know, we got a used car lot going on around here. It's not all just Jeeps. We got GMCs. There's Fords kicking around. There's a Dodge over there. There's some Toyotas. There's 90 model Chevrolets. There's CJ5s. There's Willys. There's old Alumacraft boats. There's a lot of stuff going on. Firewood piles, stuff like that. This truck right here is actually a pretty quality truck. This is a 98 K1500 5-speed. It's got the 4.3 V6 in it. It's got low miles on it. I think it's got 147,000. This is actually a nice truck. This belonged to my buddy Brian, who's in some of my videos. This belonged to him, and I wanted it since the day when me and him went and picked it up. So it has the classic 90s model Chevrolet issue, which is the rear end is smoked in it. I mean, it's screaming like a stabbed rat. It is aggressive. Fortunately, the rear end in this truck is 570, or 570, excuse me, 373. And sorry if y'all see smoke, I'm smoking a cigar right now. It's 373, which I incidentally already have that rear end, so I'll put it in there eventually. There is a significant amount of body rust, mainly on this driver's side for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because the other side's got some of the rocker, but it's not like up into the floor. This truck's up into the floor a little bit. There's that dang Japanese killer hornet or whatever the hell that is right there that's trying to build a new home in here. But anyway, underneath you can see this cab corner right here is smoked. It's held on with hopes and dreams. It's living on a prayer. This whole rocker and up about 2 inches into the floor is rotted pretty severely. Now you can buy that inner rocker and the outer rocker, and the inner rocker comes with about 3 to 4 inches worth of the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack this out and put a new rocker in on this side, inner and outer rocker, because I plan on driving this truck a good bit. It's got a fantastic motor in it. We had one of these years ago that I think it had 380 or 400 on it before it gave up the ghost. So this is a good truck. Like I say, it's a 5-speed. It's a good little truck. It's regular cab, which is something I've always wanted, and I've actually never had in a more modern truck. So, and it was built in Fort Wayne assembly. So there's that. We'll be doing some more work on this. I actually just got a little welder, a flux welder, gasless, that supposedly works pretty good for this kind of stuff, for body metal, so sheet metal. So I'm gonna do that probably here pretty soon. Y'all probably see videos of that. I do have the correct door for it. I put this fender on it, which the clear coat's peeling off, but it's a lot better than the one that was on it. Over here to the Jeep, I filmed all this in a video the other day, but I accidentally didn't hold the camera right, and there was other technical issues. So the issue with the Jeep here was that I'm fat and I don't sit behind the steering wheel very good. Not only has it hit me kind of in the chest, it's hit me in the thighs. So I slid the seat back from where that mark is. That hole right there is where it was mounted. I was able to slide it back that far. I was under the impression that it was against the rear fender well, but it wasn't as close as I originally thought. So I slid it back, and that did help a good bit. It's still closer than I'd like it to be, but I have more leg room now. It's easier to push the clutch and brake. So we did that. Like I said in that reel that I'll post, I did change the shackles in the front and the rear bushing for the leaf spring. I've got to do the rear, and I do have the shocks that I need to put on. Did get the bumper on like I showed in that reel. It's not the nicest, smoothest operating bumper, but it'll work. The next step is I want to put that rack on that goes, you know, from this corner all the way up to the door hinge, so that I can put stuff on it, and have more room in the back of the Jeep. So like I've got some chairs back there and stuff, all that can go up on the rack and tie it in. Other than that, the Jeep's been running good. I am gonna go ahead at some point here this summer, change the timing chain in it. I've read a lot of horror stories about these engines that the timing chain will be worn and running metal through your oil system, and you won't even know it because it doesn't really slap and all this kind of stuff. And I just know damn well that nobody's ever changed it in this Jeep. So I'm just going to do it for the comfort of my own self. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively change it, whether it needs it or not. I'll put one in there, that way I know it's good. So those videos will be coming up here probably in the next, I don't know, probably the next month or so. My girlfriend's out of town right now on vacation with her family, so that gives me a little bit more time to work on stuff, because usually me and her are going hiking or going to national parks and state parks when we can, so I'll have more time to be messing with these Jeeps and stuff when I'm not at work. I'm going to do some welding on the wheelies in there on Jubal, and then I think I've decided on the two-wheel drive wheelies, that I'm probably just going to put the F-head in this one for now, because getting into another Dauntless swamp right now is not really what I want to do. I want to finish the one I've got going, and then this would be pretty easy to put the F-head in this, and then just get the brakes going, and then you'd have a truck that you could move around and tootle around in. So I think that'll be the plan for it. And I'll save that Dauntless in there that I got the other day to maybe put in another CJ5, or just keep it in storage and use it whenever I need it for something else. It's really, really hot. I haven't drank anything, so I'm kind of dying here. But this is basically what I wanted to get at with y'all. I just want to give y'all a little rundown that I have been working on Jeeps and stuff. I've just been a little bit of a slacker on filming, so you have to forgive me for that. This is my brother's 57 GMC 300. It's got some brake issues. It runs pretty good, actually. It's got some severe rust in it, but it's actually better than most of them. But this is a pretty rare truck here, dually flatbed. He's wanting to make it into a dump truck, because he splits firewood a lot, you know, so he wants to make it into a dump truck and maybe deliver with it when the delivery is a little bit closer by. But it's a neat old truck. Yeah, I did one video on this one comparing it to Jubal a good while ago. But it's a neat old truck. The frame on it's real solid. Drip rail and whatnot's seen better days up there, but it came from Virginia, so that's about all you can expect. But yeah, I would turn around and show you my sweaty face, but I'm using my phone and it's not easy to do that. I can try though if it would make y'all happy. Let me get over here. Alright, I am the Red Clay Traveler, and remember, no matter what, Jeep for life, Willys for life, old GMCs for life. Alright, CJ5, Willys action. Alright, Alumacraft for life. Get it? Yeah, buddy.